Hey, good evening, carb users. Good evening, carb users. How are you doing today? Hey, it's your host, Matt Morgan. You're listening to another episode of Car Musings. And you know what? I'm out and about doing my little side gig going on, and just wanted to check in and say hello and see how you're doing. I filled up a whole February schedule, managed to keep the 4 days going. I don't know how much longer, you know, depending on how busy my schedule gets. But hey, besides that, how's your integrity been? How are you doing? Are you hanging in there? Are you doing the right thing when no one else is watching? That's the question. Before I forget, let's get into it. So today I'm thinking about, those people you've met in your life. You know those people. You meet people, right? You meet people all the time. And, you know, you just, you wonder. You wonder about people. You wonder and you go, these people, what do they do? They seem nice, you know, sociable, good people, seem to have a good vibe about them. But, you know, first impressions are always important, and I agree. First impressions are great. But you only get to know what you see, but you don't know deep down inside what these people are all about. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today is what are these people about? That's the question. Are they truly as genuine as they come across to be, or is there something more to them? I've always wondered about that because I've been thinking about a lot of people that I've met over the course of my life. And I sit back and I go, what are you about? What are you about? I think about all these people. I'm like, hey, why are these people not reaching out to me? Why are these people not reaching out to me? Why are these people not checking in? All these really sweet people, these men and women that I've met over the years, which seem to be, the salt of the earth, really down to earth, genuine, great, kind, considerate people. And unfortunately, then you start seeing a different side of people. You know, they are not what they appear to be. They do not appear to be, you know, what the advertisement, what the pamphlet said, what the ad said. They are completely different, unfortunately. Completely different. They are not as advertised. They are, it's unfortunate. I mean, at the top of my head, I've come across a few people, like this woman named Amanda and this other person named Jill, and, it's a couple of the girls, and then, of course, this guy named Callum, and, these other people I've come across over the course of my careers and my life and my social interactions and stuff like that. And, you know, they're not down to earth righteous people, unfortunately. The advertisement lied. The persona which they presented was complete falsehood, was complete bullshit, unfortunately. And you wonder, you know damn, can you be that gullible? Can you be that uncertain about reading people? Like, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's one thing I've sat back and wondered, you know, am I reading the right people? Am I reading the wrong people? Am I reading, you know, into something more than it definitely is? I don't know. It kind of breaks my heart because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I like to read people as, okay, they got good energy, they're good people, blah, blah, blah. You know, those are the type of people that'll help out. Those are the type of people that you can go talk to that are approachable. You can go on and on and on and on and on. But at the end of it all, you come to the realization that, yeah, they are not who they say they are. I don't know. And, my wife kept telling me, she's like, you got to really stop doing that. I'm like, what? You really got to stop, you know, giving so much of yourself. You really got to stop promoting people. You really got to stop, you know, putting people in these positive brackets that they are this, this whole different element than they really are, because in the long run, it's just hurting you. She said, you really got to start thinking about yourself. Be more inward focused. Promote yourself. Stop trying to help out everybody else. Stop trying to be a nice guy. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be that hypocrite. I don't want to be those fake people that I've unfortunately met in my life. I don't want to be that. It's bad enough that I've thought of people in a certain way and I put them in you know a certain image, and I've thought of them in a certain way, giving them the benefit of the doubt, putting them in such a good thought process in my mind, and then be disappointed. I'm like, I don't want to be that asshole. I don't want to be that fake individual. I don't want the surface, the surface bullshits to come out in the long run, to realize that these people are genuinely frauds and fakes. I don't want to be ever have anybody say to me, hey, that Mad Morgan, he's a fraud. He's a fake. I never want that. I never want to be these people that disappointed me, because that would make me a hypocrite. But more so, it's just my own values, my own internal values. I think that how you present yourself, you should stick to that. Don't put on a face. I think everybody should be completely genuine with who they are and not make up this falsehood. You know, that's just me. I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should be fake. Maybe I should be putting on a facade, like a lot of these people do, and they get away with it. They get away with it. They get away with it as long as they're in their roles and in the certain company and everything else, and then you know then they go off and they go their separate ways, and nobody's the wiser, because it's like, hey, oh, that person was just excellent, but they just fooled you. They faked it. They faked it all that time. All those years they faked it. And you're the fool for believing it. Right? Right? They fed the bullshit. And unfortunately, they are laughing because of it, because the thing is that they got the good position. They got the good paycheck. Playing the game ended up keeping them in the positions and, the situations in which they wanted and whatnot. And I just look at these fuckers and I go, fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, all right? Just saying. You're a fraud. You're a fake. And you might have convinced everybody else, but you're not convincing me, right? But ultimately, because you can see them for who they are, well, you're automatically the bad guy because everybody else can't see it. You're the one that has the problem because you can see beyond the bullshit, but nobody else can see beyond the bullshit. There should be no bullshit in the first place. Life's too fucking short. Life's too short. Like, I mean, I don't like the direction some of things are going into. I mean, I don't understand why there's this constant swearing thing that seems to be socially accepted now. Honestly, you could drop the F bomb these days and nobody blinks. F bombs on social media, F bombs on the news, F bombs in freaking movies, F bombs on TV shows. And I'm like, whoa, hang on. Since when did dropping the F bomb become socially appropriate? I'm confused here. When did dropping the F bomb become a regular hobby, a regular occurrence, a regular thing? Did I miss the memo? I must have missed the memo, because wow, that's some heavy droppings there. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty heavy to be dropping the freaking F bomb. But yeah, welcome to today's world. That that's anything goes. Anything goes. You can drop the F bomb. You can drop the F bomb. You can drop every bomb. You could drop this. You could drop that. But I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? What the flippy flip? What the flippy flip? You know? I don't know. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. But for some reason, this is the world we live in, and these people get away with. I just, it's back to these fake people. It's these back to these fake people that bug the crap out of me. Really does. Save it is what I gotta say. Just save the bullshit. Bullshit. Fucking. Actions talk, bullshit walks. Whatever the case may be. I don't want to hear this shit. I want tried, tested, and true. I want the genuine, real deal. I don't want to have to deal with this falsehoods. Like, come on now. Come on. And we all know people like this. We all know people like this. And, I mean, unless you're brainwashed to believe the game, you're going to fall for it and you're going to go with it. Right? They sweet talk the right people. They sweet talk the people that everybody likes to get on their side. And then they can play the fool because they got some backing from some credibility. Right? And that's kind of the game that they play. But, when I sit back and I poured myself out, and that's going to be in my next episode. When I poured myself out, swallowed my pride, asked for anything, asked for help, assistance, even correspondence, and it's like you get ignored from these pure of heart, excellent people. Like, fuck you. Like, seriously, don't be selling this line of bullshit. Don't be selling all this crap. That you're this, that, and everything else. Walk the walk, and then I'd be impressed. Walk the walk. Very few people I know have walked the walk, right? A lot of them talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk, right? Walk the walk. Enough of the bullshit. You actually be who you present to be. Don't do this whole bullshit thing. At the end of the day, I don't know, man. I just want to be remembered for being genuine. I want to be remembered for being the real deal. That's basically where I come from. That's my viewpoint. I want to be presented as the real deal. No ifs, ands, or buts. People will look back and go, yeah, that Mad Morgan, fuck, he's the real deal. No bullshit. Only straight truth. Only what it is. So I don't know. It's been bugging me. I spend a lot of time on social media, on message boards, on this, on that, on friggin' crossing paths with people. When you get those little posts that come up in your social media, somebody you might know, and I'm like, yeah, somebody fuck. I wish I didn't know, but okay, yeah, I kind of know them. I thought I knew them, but it turns out they're full of shit. You know. You look at these people and you go, where the fuck were you when I was, down and out and looking for a hand? You know, if you're so fucking holy that your shit don't stink, well, then where the fuck were you to help out? Where the fuck were you to be there for people? Where the fuck were you being this awesome person? Where the fuck were you on this? I would love to know because I'm not seeing any of it. I'm not seeing any of it at all. You know, seriously. Like people, be the real you. All right. I understand you gotta pivot a bit to have a different face when it comes to certain environments and certain people. Fine, but don't pull that bullshit long term. Basically, just pull the bullshit as long as you need to, in order to pay your bills, and that's fine, right? I mean, I'm looking at some possible leads into some certain things, and my wife keeps reminding me. She goes, "You got to stop putting people on pedestals. Stop trying to help out people. Stop trying to go to bat for people. Stop trying to do that. You know, you get results. Yeah, you help out people. Yeah, I got that. But you're hurting yourself." She goes, "Don't do that. You got excellent knowledge, excellent abilities, excellent advice, and people run with it. And they fucking get the rewards, and they fuck you over." And I'm like, you know what, honey? I said, you're right. You're right. People have been fucking me over, And when I turn around and it's like, yeah, hi, you want to return the favor? It's like, who are you? Yeah, I'm the guy that got you promoted. I'm the guy that got you that position. I'm the guy that sorted out your love life. I'm the guy that gave you advice to help with your family. I'm the guy that gave you sound direction in order to make you happy. But now you're asking who I am? I'm your fucking savior, you son of a bitch. And this is what I get back. This is what I get back. Oh, okay. All right. But it's in my nature to help people. It is. It's in my nature to help people. And I'm going to have to go in a whole different direction now with my life. I'm going to have to go in a whole different path, a whole different methodology, and be that son of a bitch that doesn't help out anybody, you know? And I found myself doing it. I was in an orientation meeting today, and I started doing that, and I'm coaching these people, and I'm like, holy shit, this isn't even my job, but this person seems interesting, and that person seems interesting, and I'm like, wow, this person here, and I'm sitting there like doing all this advice, and I'm sitting there in the back of my mind, it's like my wife's voice is just screaming at me, going, stop doing that, stop it. Stop it. You just told this guy how he could make money, and you told this guy how he can get more business than you, and you just told this guy a great method for this, that, and everything else. It's like, stop doing that. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot again. And at the end of it all, they're not going to fucking be there for you. Like, seriously. If you've been following along for the episodes, there's only two people other than family that have been there through this whole bullshit ordeal I've been going through for the last 2 years. Two fucking people. Two fucking people. You know? And you know what's even sadder about human nature and people? Is that I had actually posted on two different GoFundMe's. One was GoFundMe and one was another one. Help for my family and my situation. I've also put posts in other fashions for people that have the means for assistance. And would you believe how cold the fucking world is? How self-serving, selfish, uncaring the populace is. It is absolutely heartbreaking that this is the world. This is our society. This is first world issue. And I'm like, are you serious? I just poured my heart out asking for assistance, swallowed my pride, and you can't even spare $5 to help my family who's struggling out, to help my daughter achieve her goals, to help me pay my bills and keep a roof over our heads. You can't even spare $5. Well, what kind of cocksucker are you? This isn't a scam. I've given you the details, and you're seeing my actual profile. You know, it's like I'm vetted, I'm verified, I'm fucking everything else here, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna be that cocksucker that's just gonna ignore it. Fuck. I almost want to pay for a premium account just so I could take names. But I know who's looking in. But I tell you, I would love to take names and fucking post them on a board of shame. Like, holy crap, you son of a bitch. You know, you've played the right game. You've taken it up the ass. You've done whatever you do to be blessed with your position, and you can't pay it forward. You know what? I hope all those people that can't pay it forward figure out what it's like on the other side. I would pray for that. I would love that. I paid it forward so many times. I'm fucking owed like 5 years friggin' salary. That's how much I paid it forward. Did I expect anything in return? No, because I believe, as you know, if you've been following along with our episodes, I believe in the domino effect. I believe that if you do good, good comes back. You got to influence others. You got to put the positive vibe. You got to do that kind of stuff. That's just my viewpoint. That's how I feel. That's how I go about doing things, right? But, other people don't see that. They just don't. They just don't. You know, they are so involved. Not everybody. I'm not going to blanket it everybody, but there's a lot of people that are like that, unfortunately. It's a sad, sad world. Oh, but wait, hang on for 1 second. If I shot a mother of three, being an untrained ICE person, ICE agent, whatever, if I shot a mother of three, and faked being hit by a car, I can get $500,000 because people are going to donate to that. The guy doesn't even need the money. Oh, he might need it for legal actions. He's one of fucking Trump's minions. I don't see that, but okay, whatever. So he's probably got about $1 million funded to him by all these people that are so disillusioned. But okay. But yet, helping out a family, no, that's no. But some kid in his mid-20s, you're going to help him out so he can have a nice, comfy life after he murdered somebody. Murdered somebody. That's murder. He murdered somebody. Caught on film. And he's being rewarded for it. And now he gets to live a nice little comfy life. Do you see what the priorities in this world are? They're pretty fucked, in my opinion. They pretty much are pretty fucked. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. But okay. Welcome to the world. Now, I'm going to make this request to my listeners. Please keep trying to make the world a better place. Learn the definition of integrity. Be the better person. Don't let these negative instances affect you. Don't give up. Try to be better. Try to help each other. Be a better person. It's not that hard. Is that at the end of it all, if it all blows up tomorrow, guess what? Your fucking part's to blame. But if you do good and it all blows up, well, it just means you didn't reach enough people. I'm not saying praise God. I'm not saying do all that crap because we all know that's a fucking horse pucky. That's like a fucking politician trying to say, oh yeah, I'm not a crook. Yeah, that doesn't fucking work. No. Just do good. Do good. Be a good person. Be helpful. Make a change in somebody's life. Make a change for the positive. Volunteer some time to the needy. Volunteer some time to helping out other people. Pretty simple equation, but just do it. It overall affects the overall good of the world, and just be genuine. Whatever you do, be genuine. Don't be a dick. Don't be these fake people that talk a good game, but when it comes down to actually putting your money where your mouth is, they're just full of crap. Okay? They're full of crap. All talk, no action. Fuck them. Fuck them. You don't need those people. Remove them from your life. They're not going to do you any good. At the time, you may think that they can influence you, but as soon as you stop serving their needs, and as soon as you stop serving their purpose, they will kick you to the curb like the fucking trash, and you don't need that. So, do yourself a favor. Get them out of your life. And you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see a lot more talking than you will see a lot of action. And so you don't need that. Anyway, that's my advice on that one. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this episode up. Hey, I want to thank you for tuning in for another episode of Car Musing. I'm your host, Matt Morgan. Thanks for tuning in. Love you for being here. Yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to try to keep up with the 4 episodes per week thing. My life has got to get busier because I'm seriously in really difficult times at this point. So I really do need to up my game of getting some sort of income because we are sinking in a pit of debt. And in 2023, I made plans, refinanced the house, remortgaged the house, got the debts cleared up, and then all of a sudden I got fucked. So you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to get less fucked after that plan, and it's gonna be fun trying to, you know, come up with another plan because I'm not going to remortgage again. But I just have to. I'm hoping for an angel. I'm hoping for an angel to help me out of the situation. I'm hoping for somebody that's really well-to-do that can just drop a ton of coin to help out a family in need. I'm hoping that this can land. And if you are within the means to do so, right now our debt total is roughly about 40,000 Canadian, and we could use at least triple that to stay afloat until I can get something going. But on the same token, whatever you can do, I'd appreciate that. It's a steep number, I know, but I know there's money out there, and I know there's people that are generous enough and have good hearts. So hopefully, maybe that's you. I don't know, but if it is, themadmorgan.com, you'll find the support page there. Check it out, or reach out, send me a message, and make other arrangements. But we'll figure it out. Again, thanks for tuning into this episode of Car Musings. Love you for it. You take care of yourself, and I will see you next episode. All right, bye for now.